I would love to see more emphasis on the recognition of indigenous languages. The most dominating languages, more especially in the Western Cape, are English and Afrikaans, more especially when our learners now need to write the NSC paper. They will have to, they do have the advantage. I feel that they are advantaged, those learners who are coming from English and Afrikaans background, and then our learners from Xhosa speaking homes, they are more marginalized. If the president can put more emphasis on that, the recognition, yes, on paper they say it's equal, but in real terms now, we can see that English and Afrikaans are more dominating. If he can emphasize on that. The second thing is the matter of reading. In South Africa, not so long ago, the study which was done by 𝘋𝗶 in 2021 and which came out in 2023, the research conducted there came out stating that we are which is 57 out of the countries that were partaking in that, meaning that our learners in grade 4, they cannot read for meaning, they cannot comprehend. Yes, to decode a text is not a matter, but they cannot comprehend. So if the president can put more emphasis on maybe to increase the time of reading in our annual teaching plans, because every year we have now 2025 teaching plan and the time for reading is reduced. If he can put more emphasis on that, I would love to see it.
So hi, I'm Johan. I'm the head boy of Hermanus High. So yeah, I think in our community, the day we live in, there's a broad diversity. So we are all, everyone comes from different places, different backgrounds and everything. And I think that for teachers and as we are all treated kind of the same. Although we come from different backgrounds, we have there's a certain expectation. All of our expectations are the same. They expect us to excel at the same rate, but they don't take into consideration where we come from necessarily. So I think if they can maybe zoom into us a little bit, connect on a more personal level, I think that would be much more efficient to make us excel in whatever we do. So I think if I was Mr. Ramaphosa, I would say that he must focus on the quality of education. And with that, I mean that we might have to incorporate smaller classes where you can have a more personal level and connection with the children. And I think when you get to know them on that personal level, you know where they come from and their backgrounds, then you will be able to know what to expect from them based on their backgrounds and so on. So I think if he can maybe stop maybe not giving an umbrella term and not applying something from up there, just maybe focusing on more specific people, zooming in on people, then I think that will be very effective.
All eyes on Parliament here at Cape Town City Hall, and of course we are waiting that much anticipated #SONA 2025, which the President is scheduled to deliver at 7 p.m. tonight. Of course, you're still watching Parliament TV, and of course Parliament has collaborated with Proudly South African, and this is a live coverage of the Red Carpet SONA 2025. We're in Cape Town, it is windy. My name is 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶, and I am here with the gorgeous Tammy who is bringing all the local glitz and glamour from the carpet.
Is it me or is it you?
I think both of us.
Isn't it great to be back here again at the City Hall in Cape Town? In fact, I was expecting it to be windy, you know. Cape Town has all 4 seasons. You go through all 4 seasons like we go through our culture, the diversity of our culture. I am so excited to be back again here at SONA. I'm going to be checking out all the outfits that are out there on the red carpet, and I'm going to be co-piloting this with 𝘄𝗲. What are you expecting today?
Of course, I'm expecting a lot of fashion, especially because we did the SONA last year. We did the opening of Parliament address last year. And I think members are aware that we have the fashion police. We will judge you.
And our members must be aware how important it is to support local.
Absolutely.
And for us to ensure that we're able to plug our people, please ensure that you hashtag us at SONA 2025, but also tag your designers, you know. I think it's a big conversation for us to be having as a country, but also globally. South Africa enjoys an enormous amount of support from our local producers and our local designers, who some of them are also going to be here today, like the one who dressed you.
Of course.
And I think we're talking money, money, money. How we're playing big. talking G20. You know, we are in a better place for us as a country leading the G20 summit.
Yes.
How are we going to ensure that people are supporting the clothing, textile, footwear and leather industry, and how we can put food at the table,
Yes.
you know?
And of course, a lot of people do question, why the red carpet? Why on such an occasion where we're talking serious things?
Yeah.
However, this ties in with social development issues. We're talking unemployment, we're talking poverty, and when you support local, you put food on somebody's table.
But the truth of it is that actually fashion on its own contributes about $1.7 trillion to the GDP, and I think it becomes so important for us to understand what our share is, but also build a proper ecosystem that works. And I think the intersectionality that's there with the role players that are here, I'm looking forward to the people who are going to be working there, talking about like tourism, the impact of tourism and fashion, arts and culture and fashion. Agriculture, we don't talk enough about agriculture, farming. We don't talk enough about like water. I mean, fashion is the second biggest consumer of water, and I think it becomes important for us to talk about those areas and how it can contribute to our fashion. But yeah, I want to go. Who are you wearing, by the way?
Of course, I am wearing mantu by the lovely 𝘹cie𝗰𝗹. I am looking gorgeous. I am following the theme for SONA 2025, which is formal and traditional, and this is a good mix of formal and traditional.
Yeah, and I am in my Shibelani.
Yes.
So 𝘹cie and the people out in Soweto, in Shawela, are quite excited and quite happy.
Absolutely.
I put this together, you know, and you know, recycling stuff,
Of
because
course.
I think we don't talk about like recycling and the importance of recycling in the fashion space. So I'm a mix of all cultures.
Yes.
My henna coming through.
Of course.
You know, a bit of glitz and glam.
Of course.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go right there on the carpet, and I'm gonna leave 𝘄𝗲 to be happy with happy, and to be also joined by our fashion police. You're gonna meet exciting people. Brace yourselves. And if I don't get to interview all of you guys on the carpet, please remember to post a picture, tag us at @ProudlySA, and then also tag your designers. Let's support local fashion. Love you. I'm gonna go.
Alrighty. Now stay tuned to Parliament TV as we cover the red carpet for the hashtag SONA 2025. Stay tuned.
We are at our most essential, a nation defined by hope and resilience. It was hope that sustained us during the struggle for freedom. Even in these trying times, it is hope that should sustain us and fuel our determination to overcome even the greatest of difficulties.
President Cyril Ramaphosa will deliver the first State of the Nation address of the 7th term of Parliament to a joint sitting on Thursday, 6 February 2025 at the Cape Town City Hall. The State of the Nation address is an occasion for the President to set out the government's key policy objectives and deliverables for the year ahead. During SONA, the President also highlights achievements, flags challenges, and outlines interventions that the government will undertake to unlock development interventions for the coming financial year. Watch the address live across Parliament's platforms at 7 p.m. Follow Parliament on social media and join the conversation using hashtag SONA 2025. Your Parliament, your voice, your future.
South Africa's Parliament will proudly host the 11th G20 Parliamentary Speakers Summit, known as the P20, bringing together leaders from G20 national parliaments to shape global policies and reinforce parliamentary oversight in international decision-making. As the first African country to lead the P20, South Africa's Parliament is championing Africa's active participation in global governance and economic policymaking, ensuring the continent is a driving force in shaping the future we want. Parliament will play a critical oversight role, ensuring that South Africa's commitments as G20 president translate into real economic growth, job creation, and social development. The P20 summit will embed African perspectives in global decision-making ensuring that policies on trade, technology, and governance reflect the continent's needs and aspirations. In alignment with SONA 2025's theme, harnessing parliamentary diplomacy for the realization of global solidarity, equality, and sustainability, Parliament is committed to fostering international collaboration for a better, more just world. Your Parliament, your voice, your future.
Smell the rain. Stop lying to yourself and calm your brain. Sometimes you think that I don't care about you.
And you are still tuned into Parliament TV right here on DSTV channel 408 and on Twitter, of course, and all other social media platforms at Parliament of RSA. Now, Parliament has collaborated with Proudly South African during this hashtag SONA 2025. Of course, we are still anticipating the President to deliver that State of the Nation address later on at 7 p.m. Now, I'm talking to Ms. 𝘹cie𝗰𝗹, who is the Chief Marketing Officer at Proudly South African, to tell us more about the initiative and, of course, how significant it is. Happy, thank you so much for making the time.
My pleasure. It's great to be back.
You look gorgeous.
Thank
Who are
you.
you dressed by?
I am dressed by 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗴 Designs.
Oh.
Shall I do a little bit of a twirl?
Please do. Looking absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
Now, with that, Happy, let's get to understand why is it important for government leaders and the average consumer, of course, to actively support local fashion.
So government leaders have a voice and platform, yes, that they should be using, profitably to spread the narrative,
Yes.
the buy local narrative. From all angles, all industries, but in the context of why we're here today,
Of course.
which is clothing, textile, footwear, leather, it's fashion. They were going to go buy something anyway,
Yes. Yes.
and we are hoping by, asking them prior to today that they must wear local at SONA 2025 and telling them or helping them with tips on where to go and
Of
what they
course.
could potentially look like. We are hoping that they heeded our call and they did just that.
Yes.
Because today we then ask them, are you wearing
local?
local? And if you are wearing local, who are you wearing? It's about, as much as it's a feel-good thing, South Africans siyathanda ukuswenka. You know, siyathanda ukujuwisha.
Absolutely.
We love looking amazing, but it's
Yes.
more than just that. It's about a sector. It's about an industry. It's about a value chain.
Yes.
It's about an ecosystem. And it's about households of people that work within the sector.
Of course, then beyond government officials, beyond the ministers, then how does Proudly SA encourage the consumer to go to that local designer and buy local?
And I'm glad you went there. It's a lifestyle thing. We don't walk around in our birthday suits every day. We wear something.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what it is. And so we are encouraging South Africans to, when they do make a purchasing decision, you know, in terms of what they, whether it's shoes or a pair of jeans or a t-shirt, when they make that purchasing decision, can they at least make it in favor
Yes.
of local products? Because when you do that, you create jobs, you sustain the jobs that we already have.
Of course.
And you are you're contributing positively to the economy. Yeah.
Now then, I know that Proudly SA has a designer database,
Yes.
right? Can you tell us just a little bit more on how people can use it? How do I get onto the database as a designer?
All right, so you go to as a designer or as a consumer?
As a consumer,
As a consumer,
designer,
and a
the
designer,
kind of
okay.
information that I need.
Sure.
to
So
wear
you go to our website, which is proudlysa.coza, and you will come across a portal that has South African products on it, and various products in all industries, or many industries rather, and that's where, you know, our designers are at.
And do you think then local designers are, there's a benefit when they do join Proudly SA and they campaign on Proudly SA? Is there a benefit?
There is a benefit because we get to expose them and their clothing line,
Of course.
to an audience that they would ordinarily not have access to, like this audience. You know, not only here, even
Yes.
prior to this,
Of
which
course.
is very important, where we, you know, put their names out there and we say to the guests, don't tell us you don't know where to buy. We're telling you this is where you can buy. And across the board, it's affordable. There's couture,
Yes.
there's red carpet, there's casual, there's traditional, there's
course.
you know, office wear, there's casual, whatever it is that you may be looking for, there's always something for someone. And we are hoping that with this movement, we are finally dealing with the myth
Yes.
that anything that is made locally is inferior,
Oh, okay.
and it's not good enough. So nobody, and I say this with the responsibility it comes with, is that many people will not question 𝘹cie𝗰𝗹 and Versace
Of course.
and Vera Wang. We don't even know those guys, but we do know 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶, David Tlale,
Of course.
Palesa Mukubung,
course.
Otis, and if anything were to go wrong with the product that you've bought from them, that's where we step in. But if you buy from Temu and Shein, and you order a size 6 shoe and they send you a size 2,
Then you cannot
Godspeed.
do it.
Yeah.
And with that then, I'm sure that Proudly SA then appreciates the work that government does, especially in terms of taxes on your Sheins and Temus. How has that contributed to the promotion of Proudly SA?
Look, it's still work in progress. You know, this Temu and Shein is a problem for the industry that we as an economy
Yes.
can't afford to ignore, and government and policymakers and industry players and retailers, and
Yes.
they're all collectively trying to, you know, to intervene and you know, in the best interest of local designers. It is a problem. It's an option though.
It
As I
is.
close, it's an option
It is.
for many people whose pocket is not deep enough
Of course.
to buy at a certain level.
Yes.
But it's an option where you know that you take a risk, you wash your item 2-3 times, and then we know what happens.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Iphi.
you. Thank you. Have a good time.
Of course, you're still watching Parliament TV, and Parliament has collaborated with Proudly South African to ensure that we wear local. So the question right now during this fashion segment is, are you wearing local? Who are you supporting? Who is your designer? And of course, have them here and showcase their work and say their hashtags, say their Instagrams, so that people know and that there's an outreach for the work that they've done. Of course, this means that somebody else will be employed. This means that things will go well within South Africa in terms of the economy, and of course, jobs will be created, and issues such that we have, for example, socio-economic issues will be combated. Stay tuned to Parliament TV. I have more, and I have some of my designers that will be rating some of the esteemed guests and members that will be arriving here at the hashtag SONA 2025. Stay tuned.
The first State of the Nation address of the 7th term of Parliament will be held on Thursday, 6 February, followed by 2 days of debate on 11 and 12 February, concluding with the reply by the President on 13 February. The State of the Nation address, commonly referred to as SONA, is one of the most important annual events in the parliamentary calendar. It is an integral part of Parliament's oversight function over the executive. Watch the address live across Parliament's platforms at 7 p.m. Follow Parliament on social media and join the conversation using hashtag SONA 2025. Your Parliament, your voice, your future.
smell the rain. Stop lying to yourself and calm your brain. Sometimes you think that I don't care about you.
State of the Nation address of the 7th term of Parliament will be held on Thursday, 6 February, followed by 2 days of debate on 11 and 12 February, concluding with the reply by the President on 13 February. The State of the Nation address, commonly referred to as SONA, is one of the most important annual events in the parliamentary calendar. It is an integral part of Parliament's oversight function over the executive. Watch the address live across Parliament's platforms at 7 p.m. Follow Parliament on social media and join the conversation using hashtag #SONA2025. Your Parliament, your voice, your future. President Cyril Ramaphosa has, in terms of the Constitution, called for a joint sitting of the two houses of Parliament in liaison with the National Assembly Speaker, Ms. 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶, and the National Council of Provinces Chairperson, Ms. 𝘹cie𝗰𝗹. The joint sitting is scheduled for Thursday, 6 February 2025 at 7 p.m. and it will serve as the platform for the President to deliver his annual State of the Nation address. This is the first State of the Nation address in this new term of Parliament, following the 2024 national and provincial elections. The State of the Nation address is an occasion for the President to set out the government's key policy objectives and deliverables for the year ahead. The State of the Nation address will take place at Cape Town City Hall at 7 p.m. Watch the State of the Nation address live across Parliament's platforms and follow Parliament on social media and join the conversation using hashtag #SONA2025. Your Parliament, your voice, your future. The President will deliver the State of the Nation address on Thursday, 6 February 2025 at 7 p.m. at the Cape Town City Hall. This is the first State of the Nation address in this new term of Parliament following the 2024 national and provincial elections. Watch the State of the Nation address live across Parliament's platforms and be informed of government's planned priorities for the year ahead. Your Parliament, your voice, your future.
You drive and speed the red 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗴, and movie starts right back from the beginning. It's only a dream. Wake up and smell the coffee, smell the rain. Stop lying to yourself and calm your brain. Sometimes you think that I don't care about you.
And you are still watching Parliament TV right here on channel on DSTV channel 408 on Parliament TV. And of course, you can join the conversation at Parliament of RSA. You can follow, like, and subscribe on all social media platforms. Of course, Parliament has collaborated with Proudly South African, and this is to ensure that members of Parliament and esteemed guests wear local. Of course, this brings awareness to the textile industry and local designers. And of course, we'll be talking about the importance of supporting local designers. Now, earlier on, we mentioned that we have stars of local fashion industry with us. Welcome my panel. Please introduce yourself, a gorgeous 𝘶𝗶𝗴.
Hi everyone, my name is 𝘶𝗶𝗿𝗶. I'm the founder and creative director of the fashion label Months.
And of course, I have Leonie.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Leonie Wagner. I am a journalist at Sunday Times.
Righty, Silo. This is your second time, so you know how we roll.
Yeah, of course. Good day, everybody. My name is 𝘶𝗲𝗿𝗵. I'm the creative director of 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗵.
Otis?
Hi everyone, my name is 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗵𝗹. I'm the creative director and founder of 𝘹𝗶𝗿𝗵𝗹. And today your fashion police.
Yes. Hopefully nobody will be too harsh on the members and esteemed guests this time.
Okay.
I'm looking at people that have been here before. Now, of course, let's get right into the conversation. Leonie, I mean, from your perspective, it's a media perspective, you're almost like the watchdog of what goes on in terms of fashion and lifestyle. What are some of the expectations for tonight?
I'm expecting people to be firstly true to themselves, to be authentic, and then to proudly support local.
Of course.
I mean, it would be sacrilegious for someone to rock up at the State of the Nation address not wearing something proudly made within your nation.
And Silo, what are your expectations?
I just want people to look pretty.
Pretty
You know,
simple.
just wear something comfortable that
Yes.
suits your body, you know, yeah.
Alrighty. And Utsile?
I think for me the most important thing is understanding the event.
Yes.
We are at a SONA, so it doesn't look like you're going to a metric dance, you know what I mean? It still has to speak to the event, it still has to speak to what the event is all about.
Of course. And 𝘶𝗶𝗿𝗵𝗹, your expectations?
I think it's important to make a statement right now at this event because a lot of statements are going to be made and fashion is one that also can do the same. And there's lots of issues around in the industry, in the fashion industry. So I think the statement needs to start at the red carpet and then we will take it from there as the police.
Alrighty. Now, of course, we have Tammy on the red carpet, and he is ready to ensure and give us the sights on who is on the red carpet, what are they wearing, and are they wearing local, most importantly. Of course, Utsile, Scarlo, and Leonie, I hope, and 𝘶𝗶𝗿𝗵𝗹 will have some insights on whether this is suiting for the event. Does it suit your body? Who has dressed you? And is it the right color? Is it the right texture? I've been here for a while, so I know a few things.
Oh, wow.
Texture. There's texture, there's lines, there's body couture and everything else. And of course, we're going to get into that conversation as soon as Tammy gets somebody on the red carpet. Looks like he is ready. Let's cross over to Tammy and see what he has for us.
What a tough job you guys have in studio to be able to look at all these outfits. I've been watching as people arrive here. They're looking stunning. And 𝘶𝗶𝗿𝗵𝗹, it's good that they've adhered to the theme and the instruction to either wear something that is traditional or something that is formal. And speaking about traditional, we are joined by the Deputy Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture in South Africa, who's just returned from the Grammys looking absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you so much for having me. And it's a beautiful day. The weather is perfect. And of course, more than anything, we expect the president to speak more about job creation. And I don't see us creating jobs without involving the creatives.
Absolutely. Who are you wearing today?
I'm wearing, you can guess.
I don't. I think I saw who that is. First, well, you can say it.
𝘶𝗲𝗿𝗵𝗹 apparel.
Okay. So this is what we do here at Proudly South Africa and Parliament. We make you turn around so that we can assess your outfit. We love 𝘶𝗲𝗿𝗵𝗹 and what they've done with you. The inspiration, what inspired it?
It is a modernized 𝘶𝗶𝗿𝗵𝗹 outfit. With time, of course, they could have put beats, but we did not have more time to play around with the dress. But I'm happy with the final product.
Let me ask you something. Sports, arts and culture has a big opportunity for nation building, and I think to be able to show our diversity. What kind of opportunities are available for growth and for the fashion space? We are entering into a beautiful year of hosting the G20 summit, and we've been talking about how we're going to grow our local products, but also develop jobs and create jobs. So sports, arts and culture, how does it play a role?
Look, in fact, it's one of the key issues that we'd expect the president to make mention of the participation of the creatives during the G20. Without entertainment, without culture, without sports, without creatives, there's no way that others can learn from us. So other countries that are coming here, of course, we need to showcase talent. We need to show them who are we as South Africans. So it's a big opportunity for the creatives.
I love that, and I look forward for us having more conversations around how we can access those opportunities. You look absolutely stunning. Just one more time, go around so we can see you. Enjoy tonight. That's 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗴, and that's the Deputy Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture. I'm just seeing a lot of beautiful people. Look at all of it. Look at it. Come in and look at that. Look at, hello. I'm very good. And we are joined by yet another guest. You're looking absolutely stunning today. The Deputy Minister of Human Settlements in South Africa, Ms. 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶. You look stunning. Who are you wearing?
I'm wearing 𝗋𝗋𝗿. 𝗋𝗋𝗿 by Laduma Ngokolo.
What's the inspiration?
The inspiration is that if you recall earlier this week, the Speaker of Parliament re-emphasized the importance of supporting our local brands, supporting our local designers, ensure that during these big events, at least they benefit from us as legislators and people that get to attend these events. So, yeah.
So I'm interested in hearing what Human Settlements is going to do to develop or to give opportunities to other individuals out there to make sure that the infrastructure is there and people are able to work, they're covered. What other interventions can we have in there, especially in the fashion space?
The reality of the matter is that there are a lot of opportunities at Human Settlements. That's why on the 14th of February, we are doing a career expo in Paarl to ensure that we communicate to the learners as to what else is there that they can learn. We do have youth programs at Human Settlements. We also responsible, as you know, to decently house South Africans. Yes. And we did not rest during the festive season. Myself and the Minister, we've been up and about during the fire disasters here in the city of Cape Town, ensuring that people are saved, ensuring that people are safe, ensuring that people, they've got a roof on top of their heads. So we are a government at that department that is responsible of housing the nation, ensure that our indigenous people, like people elderly and the ones that living with disabilities and so on, they get decent houses and they are on the top of the priority of our beneficiary list.
So they can work. You look absolutely stunning. Please turn around so we can see your outfit. And that's the Deputy Minister of Human Settlements. I am joined by another gorgeous. I always have to try. I'm like always flying to grab her. I'm trying to grab her. Hello. Welcome.
Hello,
how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
Please tell us who you're wearing.
𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶𝗴 from 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗃 Art Center. This is a woman who is a designer naturally. She did not go to any school. Every button, every color, it has a meaning. usebenza ke kwindawo apho kungekho manzi. At times my outfits get delayed because she must wash the fabric before she can sew the fabric. When there's no water, she's struggling, but she's resilient to ensure that every time she makes me to feel good, to look beautiful. I'm indebted to women economic empowerment.
Yes.
So every time I wear proudly South Africa, everything.
Let me tell you, I don't need to say much. I'm looking at all the detail, and you started with this a long time ago.
Of course.
You guys have been talking about wearing local and the importance of supporting local businesses. I want you to turn around so we can see all of that. Oh, look at that. How gorgeous is it? Isn't it beautiful that we get to explore our beautiful, diverse cultures and our beautiful fabrics that we produce here? But also, there's a real issue. Yoba, in the fashion industry, where also we've got like 10% of like carbon emission. But also, you spoke about water scarcity. What can water and sanitation, and how can it play a big role in the fashion space?
It is very important that those who are in the fashion space, they must have access to water.
Yeah.
But also the community must use water sparingly, knowing very well that every drop counts. If you do illegal connection, you disadvantage those women. They will not have food on the table. So let's use water sparingly. Let's support our women, especially those that are in the fashion industry. Without fashion, we're nothing. These are the economic boosters of our country.
You are looking absolutely stunning. Thank you so much for joining us here at Proudly SA. Please, you can have a look at that one more time. And I'm going to throw it back to studio, guys. You've had 3 beautiful outfits that look incredibly amazing. You've seen like a variety of cultures that are there. I'm throwing it back to you guys so that you can discuss some of those things. The color. Did you see 𝘄𝗲𝗿? Did you see the Deputy Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture? Did you see 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗵𝗹? Let's discuss those looks, the trends, the colors, the detailing. And if you are also going to be posting, please do ensure that you tag us at SONA 2025 and wear local at SONA. I am throwing back to studio. There's that job again that you guys have to do. I'm going to start grabbing more people. I'll be back. Okay.
Bye.
What a vibe there. Such a vibe on the red carpet there at the hashtag SONA 2025. Of course, we have 3 outfits. Okay, Balasa, rate each one out of 10.
Each one?
Which one do you like?
Okay, I think we started on a really high note. I thought the first dress was really flattering. I thought the color was beautiful. Fabric is light. I'm sure the Cape Town weather was doing it justice.
Okay.
So I would give it a high 7 or 8.
Otsile, do you agree?
I would have given it a bit of a higher score.
All right.
Mainly because the way it sat on her body.
Yes.
It was very flattering, extremely flattering. And I like the fact that she knows that she's a big lady. And she dressed for her body. And for me, that really stands out.
Yeah.
And Silla?
Yeah, I agree. I like how the pleats are positioned.
Yes.
It's giving origami, a modern take on origami. The color as well, yeah.
And rating out of 10?
I'll give it a 9.
Oh, Leonie as the journalist, as the watchdog. Out of 10?
I'm also going high on this one. An 8.
Oh, right.
It was the color. It was the color. The color did it for me.
Otsile, let's talk about Ms. 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗵𝗹. She's in Mathosa. A rating out of 10.
I'm going to give it a 10. Oh no, sorry, she's wearing Mathosa. For me, I'm sorry, that didn't really stick for me.
Okay.
I understand that you're wearing local, but for me, it doesn't say SONA. It doesn't say dress up party.
However, the invitation did say traditional though.
As much as it says traditional, guys, but it still needs to speak to the kind of event that you're going to.
Okay.
It says traditional, but I mean, when you look at the dress, for me, it doesn't say SONA. It's the type of dress that you wear to someone's wedding or as a guest somewhere, but not to SONA. It, for me, didn't stick at all.
And Balasa, do you agree?
I thought it was okay. I think the effort was made. I think that she is wearing a local, so we have to give a couple of good points for that. There is a styling issue maybe, but yeah.
And out Leonie?
For me, it's a bit of a double-edged sword, right?
Okay.
It is Mathosa, it's local, so yeah, we love it. but I feel it's lazy. It's a low-hanging fruit.
Okay.
Yes, I just said that. Because it's an easy, I agree with Otis. You know,
Okay.
I think a little bit more thought could have gone into it, a little bit more personality. I would have wanted to see that.
Yeah. Silla?
I would like to disagree with you guys. I think for me, she put in effort in terms of the headpiece.
Yes.
And the skirt is actually longer. It's not like a
The normal
knee
one.
length.
Yes.
So it gave it a bit of that SONA look in terms of, you know, it being a garment or
okay.
a gown kind of looking, and the prints working together as well. She could have mixed up and messed up the prints
Alrighty.
of 𝗲𝗲.
I mean-
But I think she gave it, you know, she tried to give it that gowny feel.
Otsile?
I feel that maybe she could have maybe gotten maybe something else to put on top. Maybe go with the hear me out first. Hear me out first.
𝗲𝗲 is giving you the side eye.
I like the
Giving you the
print.
side
I mean,
eye.
I love the 𝗲𝗲 print, but I feel like she could have made it a bit more dressy.
Yeah.
The kind of event that you're going to, if maybe she had found like a nice plain pleated skirt that is
Okay.
maybe a turquoise that complements the blue that's on the
Okay,
print,
okay.
and then still went with the head, you know, just to make it a bit more dressy. For me, I feel like it's a beautiful dress, but at the same time, for SONA, it doesn't stick.
You know, it's also not a new 𝗲𝗲 item.
That's the thing.
Oh. If you show up on the red carpet with 𝗲𝗲 we love, at least go to their archive pieces or at least a new collection. Especially if you're not going to style it up with something else.
I mean, if I had seen this 4 or 5 years ago, the
You would
first
have
time I
been
saw
amazed.
𝗲𝗲,
But you know why I will always give 𝗲𝗲 you know, a lot of weight? It's just the sustainability element. You know, when it comes to their items.
Yeah. So we're talking
That's the first
sustainability.
That's the
Yes.
first step that we
Yes.
saw on you know on the red carpet.
Yeah.
That goes a long way because
It does.
we have a real problem with waste. We have a real problem with just you know, upcycling, recycling.
Yes.
So if you wear a brand that makes sure that you know they are conscious of waste levels.
Yes.
Definitely. Whether the client is aware of that is besides the point.
Alrighty.
I was going to say the same thing. I'm not mad that it's a older collection.
Yeah.
I love it. It's fine.
Now, the moment we saw the Minister of Water and Sanitation, Otsile said she is so committed to her designer. What were your thoughts, 𝗲𝗲?
I thought there was a lot happening.
Okay.
I thought there was a lot happening.
Okay.
But I mean, sometimes when you're really, really passionate about something, you know, you take it to extra levels. So I think I will let Otsile comment on that.
Okay, and out of 10? Out of 10?
I really have to just give it a 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a
Yeah.
pass.
It's
a pass.
Okay.
Silla?
5 for the passion.
For the
for
passion.
effort.
5 for passion.
5, okay.
Silla?
Okay, for me, I feel like, you know, the narrative of tradition being always print. People run to print a lot.
Alrighty.
And they tend to overdo it.
Yes.
You know, which is what happened here.
Okay.
There was print, there was beads, there
It was just
shape.
a lot.
The shape was, there's draping underneath,
Yeah.
there's different colors that are not coordinating with each
Alright,
other.
yeah.
So I think, it was too heavy in the eye.
We're just about to go back to the red carpet. Leonie, just your thoughts. We're about to go back to the red carpet. You know how we roll here.
You'll come
Let's
back.
see what Tammy has for us on the red carpet.
Welcome back, and we are live here on Parliament TV and proudly South African, and we're doing the local fashion police. And we've been talking a lot to women who are dressed, but we kind of forgot that men can also style themselves. Please introduce yourself and tell us what you're wearing.
My name is 𝗹𝗶𝗶. I'm the national spokesperson for the Democratic Alliance. And if it wasn't for my wife, I would most probably have worn nothing because it's my wife that dresses me. So, yeah, although I'm a man, she buys my clothes. And I think this was bought at a local store in South Africa. We all know 𝗲𝗲's or Edgar's. I'm joking. So yeah, but I think it's nice to see everybody. You've got people that dressed very flamboyantly. I'm looking at Minister Patricia de Lille that will speak to you after me. She's looking stunning in her dress. And yeah, it's nice to see everybody dressing up. I'm a very calm guy when it comes to clothing, so I'm just normally dressed in my blue DA suit.
The importance of supporting local?
I think it's very important. We are all talking about growing the economy and creating jobs. And if we really want to do that, apart from all the macro things that will be announced, it's so important to support local businesses, because that is where on the coal face of creating jobs we can make a difference and we can put money into the pockets of people. Why import something from somebody else and make somebody in a different country rich? We can assist some local people in South Africa, and we've got such a lot of talent that we don't have to go and look for everything overseas all the time. We can find everything right here on our doorstep.
Fantastic. Next time I speak to you, I'm expecting beads on this tie. I'm going to put you in touch with a designer who's going to be incredibly amazing for you, so that we can show our diversity, yeah?
I will always try anything new.
Okay.
As long as it's not too flamboyant. I don't think I'm going to put pips on my shoulders, but we can try it. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us.
And
thank you.
How beautiful Minister de Lille.
Oh, Minister, I'm tempted to say Auntie Pat.
No, not a problem. Are you my brother?
I'm finding you.
You look lovely
You
too.
look absolutely gorgeous. We're talking today about wearing local.
Of course.
And the impact of buying local in the country. Tourism plays a big role. Let's talk fashion. Let's talk the role of the department.
You know, South Africa can stand up on any world stage with the local talent that we have. I will be the first one to admit we must do more to promote our local talent and culture and fashion, you know, to the rest of the world. But, you know, this was inspired by Sandy Masabuku and, you know, her label, 𝗹𝗵𝗴.
𝗹𝗵𝗴, yeah.
Yes, and the print itself is also local. It is an aerial photo of the city of Tshwane. So this is to the capital of Tshwane. And as you can see, we've got the rands and cents there. So it's completely South African, no dollars here.
But we still want the dollars. We still want the dollar.
Of course, we want them. And you know, the American tourist has grown by more than 10% in 2024. So they're coming.
A lot of people are coming. I mean, we are the host of the G20 summit happening this year. And I think when we talk about tourism and we talk about those opportunities, have you given some thought into how we're going to involve the creative industry and especially people within the clothing, textile and leather
It's going to be a showcase of South Africans.
Yeah.
We're the first country in the continent to host the G20.
Yes.
We're excited to welcome the world.
Yes.
And you know what is our biggest asset? Our people.
Yes.
Ubuntu,
Yes.
you know, that warm welcoming that they always display in welcoming people. So it's a great opportunity, and we want every South African to be involved. You know, sports, arts, culture, tourism, everyone will be involved. We're going to go do outreach programs to the communities. I'm hosting the tourism ministerial meeting in Mpumalanga because we spread all the business meetings across the country. And we're all very excited. And we rely on every South African to make sure that we do our bit. Let's behave while the people are here.
Let's wear proudly South African produced products and clothes. Yeah. Your outfit looks absolutely stunning. I love the inspiration, the picture of Tshwane. I'm from Pretoria, but I also love the detailing.
Also, 𝗲𝗵𝗴. Yes, I mean they were really born in Tshwane. Yes. You know. And so there's the culture and the street culture that you see in the capital city. It's what we must celebrate. And this is what the print represents, you know, that culture, the street culture of our capital.
I would like you to turn around so we can see the outfit again. It's so detailed, guys. It is so gorgeous. A huge amount. We contribute almost 1.7.
Is young, but the talent that she's got. And she's creating jobs with a label, you know. I'm very happy for her.
And women empowerment.
Oh yes, of course, of course.
So I'm looking forward to the conversations we're going to have with tourism and how we're going to collaborate and making sure that a lot of our people wear local. Yes, look at me receiving a card. I'm getting a card immediately. This is how we do it, you know. We don't talk. We talk and we action. You get the card right there, and then we connect you.
My cell number's on there, so you can get me anytime.
We spoke about being accessible and reachable, and for us to be able to do a lot of work with the tourism department. I am looking at one of our chairpersons from the Proudly South Africa, and we're going to be talking quickly to him and looking at us here at SONA. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Just
my name is 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶. I chair the board of Proudly South Africa.
Amazing. This initiative started last year at SONA. It's our third installation. How proud are you to see a lot of our people wearing local today?
It has been a real challenge to get to this point. We have been campaigning for this over many years.
Yeah.
And we're very grateful that the President and the Presidency embraced the call for us to wear local on this particular day. But now the message is that we must wear local every day. It's really important that we encourage consumers that when they go shop, especially for clothing, that they look at the label.
Right.
And when you look at the label, then you can see where you want to create jobs.
Yeah.
Do you want to create jobs in South Africa or wherever else the label says? And I think it's really important that we embrace that call to not only on a big day like today to wear local, but to make it a tradition in every day.
Are you wearing local?
Everything.
Can we look at it? I mean, this is local everything. That's our chip. This
suit was made in Salt River.
Yeah.
The shoes are made in one of our own leather factories.
Yes.
The shirt is from a shop in the Canal Walk that only sells shirts made in South Africa. So I'm very proudly South African.
I'm proudly South African too. That's our chairperson of Proudly South African board. Thank you so much for joining us. This is how we do it. You know, you are able to identify where you bought it. You check the label. You know who's designed it. You know how many people have got into making this beautiful outfit. We're not excluding men, right? We always talk about fashion as if it's something that only happens for women. We do know that women contribute like 60% of the workforce of the fashion space, but men also do contribute, you know. We've been talking a lot about like diversity, equity, and inclusion, and it becomes important for us to diversify our conversations around fashion. I'm looking at a beautiful, oh, look at how gorgeous. Look, I mean, like every time you see this, you just want to like melt. How are you? Good, thank you. Cause introduce her, please, and then please let's see your full outfit.
Okay, mina ke xa ndichaza abantu ndiye ndithi ndiyimbelukazi emanzandonga. Igama lam ke inako ifani ndingumatheza. Ndiyinzwakazi eneminyaka eyi-19. Ndim ke imbongi ezakhe ibivulela umongameli namhlanje apha eParlamente ngaphakathi. Inkosi.
What inspired your outfit?
Isizathu sokuba ndinxibe kanje njengambongi besenditshilo esi sinxibo ndisinxibe apha sisinxibo esiye sithi sinxitywe ngabantu abangoomama kodwa ke abantu abangoomama abasemendweni. Isizathu sokuba ndisinxibe into yokubana ndifuna izizwe zibone ukubana eyona nto ndiyifunayo kakhulu into yokubana ndifuna sibuyeleni embo kuba uyawufumanisa ngoku ukubana abantu abangoomama xa besemendweni banxiba ezafasikoti ufike zithungwe ngamalaphu kanti esona sinxibo fanelekileyo unxitywa ngabo besesi kodwa ke bekumele uba ndinxibe inkciyo kuba kaloku ndiyintombi ehlolwayo but ke ngenxa ye-protocols ezikhoyo apha ngaphakathi zokuthi ezinye iindawo funeka ndizigqume ngoko ke xa ndizawuthi ndinxibe ivesti ndinxibe nenkciyo ayiseso sinxibo senkciyo eso yiyo loo nto ke mna ke ndikhethe ukubana mandinxibe esi sinxibo namhlanje.
That was education. That was like a whole cultural education for me. She's our praise singer today and will be leading. It's beautiful to actually just see young women and the involvement of our presidency and parliament of the youth. You know, we've been talking a lot about youth development and we've been talking about the inclusion and diversity and culture. You look absolutely beautiful. Good luck for today. Have fun. And then please tag whoever oyenze le outfit yakho, le bag yakho, ubathege so that sizokwazi ukubasupporta abafazi bakhona abasebenza apho. You look gorgeous, okay? Stunning, stunning, stunning. Have a great one. She looks absolutely stunning. She's young, and she's going to be opening today, the praise singer, and she's looking absolutely stunning. I saw Papa Penny earlier on, and we were talking about like our Sibelani, you know. But now that we are here, we're joined by an MMC in the city of Johannesburg, Mr. Kunene, a friend of ours. We're talking wearing proudly South African brand. The theme today, they said, you must be formal or traditional. Yes. Let's talk about your outfit. I'm seeing Versace.
Thank you, Tammy, for having me. Look, I wear local all the time.
Yeah.
But today I'm wearing a suit, as you can see. I never had the time to go to our local designers. You know, I've worn 𝗹cie so many times. This 𝗹દ્ρεζλ.
Look at the face of judgment.
This 𝗹દ્ρεζλ. This is a Dash shirt. This Gucci tie. Egna belt. Versace shoes. Versace watch. Versace shades.
Did I just hear that? I have like 4 people in studio who are going to sit and talk to you and talk about your outfit and do the math. You know, because we're calculating the monies here that we're making and we're creating jobs for people in the country. So you look gorgeous, but I'm going to let them judge you and comment on your outfit. We're not saying don't buy international stuff. We're just saying let's be all inclusive. But you look absolutely stunning.
Thank you very
but there is also 𝗹દ્ρεζλ, Tulasindi, 𝘹cie𝗵𝗴.
I've supported them many times. I continue to support them. I'm
going into
but
fashion.
Today, I wanted to be very formal, and this is what I had.
Okay, that's Kenny Kunene. Enjoy your evening. Oh, we're talking diversity, and one of our friends is here, Fasiha Hassan. Has the surname changed?
Well, actually, this will be the first time I say it publicly, but it's Hassan Duma now.
Introduce yourself, please.
Yes, this is Mrs. Hassan Duma in the flesh, and it is actually the first time I've announced it. I've just gone to Home Affairs to change it officially.
Amazing. We're talking wearing locally produced outfits. Proudly South African is here again at the State of the Nation Address 2025. I know we've had this conversation. Young people, the role that have to play in creating jobs and fashion at large.
Yeah, so today it's a bit of both. It's a BRICS and a South Africa. So it's the I in BRICS from India and the S for South Africa. So the South African shout out I have to give is to 𝗟cie𝗵𝗹. She's a local designer from my area in Homestead Park, from my home ward, actually in Ward 58. But this is also from India. So it was a little bit of a play on what we're trying to create in terms of the global order. But more important, and this is the fun part, it's like a modern sari. So it's a pre-draped sari. Should I do one more?
You can do
Let's do one more.
One more. Look at that.
Yeah.
Modern sari. Tell us about the detail.
So it's a pre-draped, which is why it's kind of fun. So it's got the traditional vibe, but it's also got a few modern notes by making the jacket and, you know, giving it a bit of a young sort of feel.
Right.
So that's what we're trying today.
We spoke about BRICS. We're talking G20 opportunities there as well for people to play in that space. Young people. Are we having side meetings? How are we contributing to that?
Look, so G20, people don't understand it's a really big year for us. It may not come in a very long time. Very importantly, we have to get young people, but we also have to get creatives such as yourself to the front. We seem to only be focusing on policy, and I think there's a lot more that needs to happen to bring in people who have been historically marginalized into the process.
I love that. That's do you want to say it one more time?
Mrs. Hassan Duma.
Mrs. Hassan Duma. She's looking absolutely gorgeous. We're going to discuss the detail of your dress and the colors. They look absolutely nice. It's the trends that are moving. You look gorgeous. The mix, love, 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 love. Keep supporting local. Mwah. Thank you. Oh, she looks absolutely nice. She does, ne? it's the detailing and the mix of India and all those things. I was talking about my outfit earlier on, and I was literally saying these are like recycled pieces of fabric, you know, that's there, and some of this 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶 that I've got on here. We're going to take a couple of guests, but before, I just want to do a quick catch-up with our CMO of Proudly South African, Ms. 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶, and just get a sense of what she's been picking up on the streets, how many people she's seen, and how proud you are today.
I'm very proud. I'm local, and I'm lekker, and I'm proud.
How many people, like third installation, looking at all of this?
Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing to see the movement. You know, many people have made an effort. They look amazing. And they've heeded our call, our call to action as Proudly South African in Parliament, which is a partnership. They have clearly heeded the call. They look absolutely amazing. And they're brave enough to tell us who dressed them. Yes. Because they are wearing local. Isn't it wonderful? It's just a long journey.
I mean, I think it continues. It continues, and you've been pushing that narrative and that conversation. I'm happy to be standing right next to you, but I want to know who you're wearing.
I'm wearing Scalo Designs, babe. Yes. Scalo Designs. Must I do a twirl?
You need to do a twirl yourself. By the way, Scalo, you did the things there.
You did the things, Scalo.
You're looking absolutely stunning. I want to start grabbing more people, but you and I are on a job together.
We've got a call that we've got to talk to Minister Nomvula.
Yes, we have to. Yes, yes. I'm going to grab, you need to just follow in a second. I'm going to grab somebody else who is here looking absolutely stunning on our carpets. This is how we interrupt. This is what we do. This is what we do. This is what we do. I'll take comments and I'll be with you guys in a second, yeah? Let's go. Let's go.
And of course, we have a lot of homework here in the studio with my fashion police and of course, Leonie. Palisa, we have a lot of people to go through, right? Let's go through 𝘄𝗿𝗿𝗶. He's the one who said that he bought a suit from Edgar's.
I like the tie. I thought it was a beautiful, subtle heritage print. I liked
course,
it, and
yes.
I'm glad that it's South African.
Leonie, are you happy that he bought from a local store?
Yeah, it was simple, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if everyone got the blue tie brief, but yeah.
Let's discuss Minister Delille. Otis, what did you think?
Oh, yeah. I love the dress. I love the length. I feel like she could have accessorized it a bit different to see something different.
Oh.
If maybe she could have pulled it up or styled it or just made a bit of an effort. Because I mean, the look that she had today is exactly what we see all the time when we see her in Parliament.
Yeah. And Silla, are you of the same opinion?
Yeah, I think they could have went with like a gold belt.
Oh.
And I know 𝘄𝗿𝗴 is good as well with
Yes.
hats. So I think if she gave her hat the same print, edged that look up.
I thought it was age appropriate. I loved it. And I liked the styling with the glasses. I thought it was like the perfect woman finding the perfect coat. Is it a signature? Yes, but sometimes that's what it's about.
And out of 10?
I think it's a good 9. I thought it was a good fit.
Okay. Otsile?
I mean, I'll give it an 8.
Perfect.
Because I mean, it could have been elevated just a bit, you know, just a bit. But it was beautiful. Could have just been elevated just a bit.
Alrighty, Silla. All right, Leonie.
I like the story behind it, so yes, 8.
All right, perfect. Now let's move on to the Imbongi. Of course, it is a traditional wear. She's the one who will be praising the president as he enters the chambers. Leonie, what were your thoughts, especially with the awareness on the tradition and culture?
Loved it. Loved it. We need to move away from this narrative that when we wear our traditional outfits, it's only on Heritage Day.
Yes.
No, we need to be proud and we need to own our culture, our heritage, and tell our story. That nailed it. Loved it.
And this would go great in the books of journalism.
Absolutely.
Now let's go to 𝘄𝗏 Kunene. You had a lot of comments going on here while we were watching, of course. Palisa, what were your thoughts?
I don't want to go to 𝘄𝗏 Kunene. No, I'm kidding. No, I mean, I think that he did what 𝘄𝗏 Kunene does.
Yeah.
And
it's what you expected?
It's what I expected. Nothing, it wasn't
it wasn't the most responsible outfit. Let me just say that, considering the message, considering the issues that we have. Yeah, I found it quite irresponsible.
All right, Otsile?
For me, I was a bit let down. I mean, as someone that's going to be in parliament that speaks to growing our economy, how are you growing our economy by taking money out of our economy and taking it to other markets that are outside of South Africa?
Yeah.
We're trying to localize everything. South Africa is capable. We're able to manufacture suits that are even more superior qualities than what he's wearing. For him to boldly come and say that he's wearing all of these other brands and not even mention a single South African brand, for me that was distasteful.
Did you expect it though?
I mean, we know that's what he'll do, but I'm saying we are here as proudly South African to come and raise awareness. How's about we work on our South African economy?
Yeah.
How can we do that? By buying local. Let's make sure that whatever that we do, we keep the money circulating well within our country instead of taking our money elsewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's part of government now.
He is part of government. He should do better.
The hardest actually. Like buy the most expensive suit from a local designer.
Okay, so we're unhappy.
Yeah,
no, definitely unhappy.
We're unhappy.
I think it is the misuse of the platform. You can wear your outfits. If you can afford it, go flaunt it.
Yes.
But when you have a platform and an opportunity to raise awareness, you use it,
And then looking past the fact that he's not wearing local, how is the look? Out of 10, Otsile?
No comment.
Are we now commenting on the look?
Yeah.
I think this is one look that doesn't even deserve for me to rate at all.
I'm shutting it right there. Of course, you can see that we have a very strict fashion police here, guys. I've been trying. This is the third time. And the criteria is tough. The requirements are getting even tougher. And when we're unhappy, we are unhappy. Of course, we are still live outside the Cape Town City Hall, and we are awaiting the State of the Nation address, which the President is scheduled to deliver at 7 o'clock. And of course, you can join the conversation at #SONA 2025. We have partnered with Proudly South African, and of course, we are encouraging everybody to wear local. Of course, I am wearing manto by the beautiful, lovely 𝘹cie
That's how you do it.
And of course, all the other presenters that have been with me here today have been beautifully dressed by Otsile himself and Sello. Of course, then you can get their information on Instagram and have your say as well. Judge everybody who's coming through to the SONA and tell us what you think of the outfits and what you think, how you think it's important to ensure that we support local. Tammy is ready for us. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's see what Tammy has for us on the red carpet.
I hear you guys discussing pageants and Miss World. They're big conversations. We've just obtained the license to actually host Miss World globally in South Africa. And we're standing next to our winner. If you could kindly introduce yourself.
Yes, of course. My name is 𝘹cie𝗰𝗹, and not only am I the reigning Miss World South Africa, I'm an aspiring law youth representative as well as a youth development advocate, and I'm incredibly honored and privileged to be here with you this evening.
Who are you wearing?
I'm wearing the one and only 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶𝗴, an incredibly talented South African designer, very synonymous not only within this industry but in various fields, very creative and truly innovative. I'm blessed to be wearing his stunning piece this evening.
How important is youth involvement in the fashion space and the influence that you have, the pageant space? How important is that?
I think it's very important because it brings a youthful perspective and a fresh perspective at that. So to have young people infiltrate these industries, whether it be fashion, whether it be politics, any field that you can imagine, having a young influence and young perspective truly has the ability to change the world and the narrative that we currently live by.
Absolutely lovely. You look absolutely stunning. If you could just turn around so they can, they can have a look at your outfit. Your bag looks lovely. Detail?
Yes, of course, by the one and only 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗴 bags, proudly South African and such a statement piece to any outfit.
You look absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
Please go and advocate for women and for lots of young people to get into all those spaces. Good luck.
Thank you.
And we'll see you at the next pageant.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Speaking about young people, we are now joined by one of the young deputy ministers in the presidency, Ms. 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶, who is not a new face. She's been here. The last time you were here, we were doing the first State of the Nation address. and then we did the opening of Parliament, and we spoke fashion.
Yes.
We're back.
Yes.
Talking proudly South African.
All the time, proudly SA. Today I'm wearing Can the Deputy Minister of Higher Education please get out of our face? Anyway, this year I'm wearing a young black designer, 𝘹cie𝗰𝗹. And of course the inspiration is modern African, beaded African petals and everything. Also keeping it with the colors of my party, black and gold, and yeah, very, I always find it so inspiring to work with young black designers, and of course to support their work, to showcase their work, and also just the love that they put into their craft. So exciting.
What can young people do to innovate? We'll be talking about a lot of things, sustainability, fashion contributing so much money in the GDP. How can we get more young people involved?
I'm so excited about the Proudly South African campaign, precisely because, firstly we need to have awareness. Yeah. The importance about preserving South African jobs. Yeah. The only way that we're going to preserve South African jobs within the industry is through buying local and wearing local. So that's the first thing. But secondly, this entire week I was visiting different sites that employ young people. And one of the important, as part of the Presidential Youth Employment Initiative, a lot of important things that we are speaking to industry about is that we have to partner with industry as government and, seek these young people, train them, and after that, after we've trained them, also place them in sustainable jobs. And that's one of the things that we will be championing, and hopefully the President will give the Presidential Youth Employment Initiative a shout out in his SONA tonight.
I hope that you are also leading that conversation, and I'm going to hold you accountable so that we're able to expand on this conversation about including a lot of young people and those programs with the NYDA, etc.
We are actually having a media launch next week after SONA. Once the President has announced it today, we're having a media launch next week where we're going to be unpacking the program, what it entails for young people. But in the meantime, I do want to encourage young people to go to SOYouth.mobi, which is a zero-rated site to find all of government's opportunities for young people.
You look stunning. Let's look at your outfit. Turn around. You look so snatched for somebody who just had a baby.
Thank you so much.
Turn around. Let's see. She looks absolutely stunning. Stunning. Okay, cool. Enjoy. Let's go. We're talking young people, and while we wait for the minister, we're going to take the Deputy Minister of Youth, Women and Persons Living with Disabilities, 𝘹cie𝗰𝗹, a friend of ours and a friend of Proudly South African. We're talking fashion. Wearing local?
Wearing local, indeed. No, thank you so much. There's a young man in Pretoria called Shola. He does my local shirts. In fact, many of my shirts I get it from him. We speak about design. We speak about, the kind of look and feel. So all shirts that you see are done locally here. And Pretoria, I support my hometown, my home city, and it's really about ensuring that young people in my own village and my own city, they can actually contribute to the economic growth.
How does the department have, or what plans do they have in getting more young people, persons with disabilities, participating in the space of contributing to the fashion world, right?
Look, there are incredible artists, everywhere. Who actually are seeing this not just as their craft and their brilliance. It's really about making sure that we open doors of opportunities. And we've done that in collaboration with Higher Health, higher education, with as well as small business development. And we really have been reaching out with different young people in expos, exposing their own craft. And we look forward because G20 will be hosted in the country, and we've spoken about it.
Yes.
And really we said financial inclusion of women, youth and persons with disability is bringing people on board on a practical level where their craft can be sold to the world.
I always believe in the fact that we can produce anything. If we unite as the continent, as South Africans, as our people, we've got enough to produce everything here on the ground. I look forward to hearing some of the things that are going to be said at the State of the Nation today and connecting with you.
Thank you so much. Cool. G20, this SONA statement is really about bringing everybody a nation that works for all.
We're going to be a nation that works for all. We're talking about Pretoria people, and oh my God, here's me and Roses. This was one of the you won one of the greatest looks last year, and I think it was designed by 𝘄𝗲, who was one of our local fashion police.
I'm wearing 𝘄𝗲 even.
Please kindly introduce yourself.
My name is 𝘄𝗲, the Deputy Minister of the Department of Public Administration, and I'm here to display the capacity and talent of South Africa.
How important is it?
It is important because we, as South Africa, we're a brand, and there's talent, there's capacity, especially in this industry. So it is important for us to showcase one of our own, and 𝘄𝗲 has never disappointed me at all times.
Can we see your outfit? Look at the detail. Look
Yes.
at the detail. The roses there.
It's Sharon on the roses.
It's Sharon on the
on the roses.
You look absolutely stunning. I have 4 fashion police there that are going to be looking at your outfit, and they're going to give us like feedback on it. But you look absolutely nice. Good luck for tonight. I will see you at the after parties, and then we must make sure that government must hold people accountable, and then we must support local designers. Gorgeous. That's the Deputy Minister of DPSA, Ms. 𝘄𝗲, looking absolutely stunning in another 𝘄𝗲 design. And we are now joined by the Minister of now it's Justice. You know,
Justice and Constitutional Development.
How's that playing a role in the fashion space?
Oh.
First of all, let's talk about who you're wearing.
This is done by a woman, black woman-owned shop, designer shop. She tailors, she does everything. Based in Pretoria in the CBD, Divine Touch. So you can see modernized, touch of 𝘄𝗲, my culture, so African, as part of us reaffirming that South Africa is within the African continent. So yeah, there it is.
How important is it supporting local?
Look, it's very important because we can't continue complaining about jobs. I mean, I look at her, what she's able to do, employing more people in there. I think she's got about 26 people, if I'm not mistaken, that she's employed, permanently working there. She's a black woman who's able to run a business. In terms of transformation for women participation in the economy, she's doing well, and we are there to support her, and that's why I put. Secondly, in terms of her contributing to job creation, it's there, but also being able to be proud about who we are. I'm a proud 𝘄𝗲 woman. So,
and can we look at your outfit? There's so much detail that's happening here. It's got a little bit of a tail, and then you can see the fabric that's here. That's 𝘄𝗲. We're talking earlier to Minister 𝘄𝗶𝗴, and we're talking about like fabrics, you know, and we're talking about why we don't produce our own local fabrics and why it's difficult to get those machines. We're talking G20. How are we going to make sure that we start having a big conversation that has got financial implications, and as the people who stand at the center right now of that influence with G20?
Look, the issue is around that the work is being done steadily in terms of ensuring that we can be able to protect. You know that during the master plans in terms of the industry, protecting the textile industry has been there in terms of support and being able to play local. So DTIC play a key role there in terms of making. But what these sectors can do, when government supports them, they want me and you to buy.
Right.
Because the market is important. So we should not order from abroad, come with importantly, and we must not go and ask for discounts.
Yeah.
We must pay the price that they are giving us. Because koshopong, how you reka anything, then you pay the price. So what is sometimes difficult is when people, when they buy from a local supplier, they want to negotiate a discount. That's not right. Let's pay the prices that they are saying because they deserve it, and they are doing a lot of work. It's hard work to be able to put the beads. Labor intensive. So you must be able to agree in the prices.
This is why we were talking about like justice and correctional stuff. We're correcting the prices and making sure that people are paying, and we'll hold them accountable. Justice will be served like you served your outfit today. We're going to discuss that. And before, we're going to quickly get him joined by another great guest of ours in all black. Looking fabulous. That's our Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, Mr. 𝘄𝗲. we've been trying to get a hold of him to come and, talk to us about like fashion. Look at them conversing. Hi, how are you?
Very good. How are
Good. Welcome to the Proudly South African and Parliament TV. We're talking. It's the mix, right?
Trendsetter always, since I've known you. Trendsetter of note, man.
This is what I'm doing the interview here. You're looking gorgeous. Please, can you tell us who you're wearing?
I'm a very simple man.
Tell us who you're wearing.
I wear the suit I just put up.
Okay, so
I just put up a suit. I don't know, is it Woolworths or is it Brioni?
Yeah.
I just know, I just took it.
Let's talk about sports, arts and culture. We're talking about the creative sector. We're talking about fashion. How important is the department and where do you guys stand? What plans are being put in place for us to ensure that we're able to support our creative industries and fashion?
Fashion is very important. I mean, you can see, I'm a fashionable guy. I understand fashion, and I think that South Africa is the fashion capital of the world. We must just now get government support behind all our designers. We must make sure that this year, that South African brands like 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶, 𝘹cie𝗰𝗹, those are big brands. And then you look at 𝘹cie𝗰𝗹. I mean, like wherever you go, people are wearing it. You look at 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶, wherever you go, people are wearing it. And that's what I want to see this year. I want to see staple jeans. People must wear our local brands. Yes.
Do you have any other plans in place for us to be able to engage on that level of fashion? Earlier on, we were just talking about hosting the G20 summit.
Yes.
And all the multiple opportunities. And I think sports, arts and culture has the opportunity to kind of push that conversation across throughout all the months. What plans do we have to ensure that we're playing within the music, the influence, because there are so many intersections there?
No, definitely. I mean, we're launching one of the biggest, and I don't want to tell you the name because I suspect the president is going to talk about it, but you just listen to him. He's going to talk about what we are launching, but I can tell you now, this is the year for local designers, for the year of Amapiano, for the year of our local poets, the year of our local chefs.
Right.
We are going to make sure that they get the desired recognition and the deserved recognition.
Cool. And we're going to make sure that the next time you know who you're dressed by, and at least maybe ask the wife to give you notes or are dressed by this one and dressed by this one. But you look absolutely lovely. We're going to have lots of conversations and stay proudly South African.
Thank you. You look ravishing. Beautiful.
I try to represent you.
You are.
I try to represent the diversities of cultures in the country, and this is the whole thing. I mean, like, it's so impressive to be able to, see all of these expressions and how people have come up and shown up here on the red carpet. I'm seeing another beautiful, beautiful outfit coming through, and I'm interested in talking about this beautiful outfit. Good afternoon. I'm good, thank you. You look gorgeous. If you could kindly introduce yourself to our audience.
No problem. I'm 𝘹cie𝗰𝗹, MEC of Agriculture in Gauteng Province.
I love that. We're talking agriculture and we're talking fashion. The same world, right? Yes, because everything else, my teacher used to always say to me, there are two things you must remember, is that everything is either farmed or mined.
This is true.
We speak about carbon emissions that are there. Yeah. We speak about many opportunities that are there. Agriculture, the role that they're going to play in the space of fashion.
And sustainability, just as broadly, I mean, fast fashion has been one of the primary causes of the degradation, environmental degradation. So I think those two things very much go hand in hand. And agriculture in Gauteng in particular is a really exciting space because, I mean, that is really the epicenter of the economy. It is the cultural hub of South Africa. And it's also the pulse. It's the most populous province of them all. So, food security is obviously very high on the agenda, but also driving agripreneurs and agro-processors to really power up our economy.
I always say to people that we're missing out on so many opportunities, right? And I'm interested in some of the programs that you're going to develop and how you're going to allow fashion to play in that space. But I want to talk about your outfit. What is the inspiration?
Let me check for you.
This is a Senegalese designer, actually, whose name is 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶. And for me, it's really about just an ode to the continent, you know, celebrating African fashion. This is a designer who is influenced by both South Africa and Senegal. I've also spent some years in Senegal, and it's a place I also call home. So I thought, what better way to represent my love of the continent?
Can we look at the outfit? Can we turn around? Sure. She's looking absolutely gorgeous. We did speak about making sure that we're talking about agriculture and in the agriculture space. And you see, guys, fashion is so broad. Our people in the studio, I want you guys to have a look at this outfit again and then be able to give us some feedback. Please, if you guys are also out here, enjoy tonight. If you guys are out here at the SONA, please keep posting and also tag us at Proudly South Africa, and also ensure that you hashtag SONA 2025 and you know, talk about wearing local, you know, wear local in South Africa.
Love your
You're looking great.
Am I looking great?
You're looking great.
I'm gonna go from the left. Yeah? Quick introductions.
Hello, I'm 𝘹cie𝗰𝗹. I'm John's daughter. Nice to meet you.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing my friend Leah's dress, and I'm wearing a 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶 bag.
Is it locally produced?
Locally produced, python skin, locally produced.
Love it.
I'm 𝘹cie𝗰𝗹. I'm very proud to be representing the Minister of Agriculture with ostrich skin bag. My shoes are from an amazing non-profit called Vintage with Love, and my dress is also proudly South African and South African green.
I love it. We're talking agriculture, Minister, and we were just talking now earlier on about the importance of agriculture in the fashion space.
Absolutely. I mean, we produce a lot of the raw ingredients for textiles. We do a lot of the stuff for the fashion space. You can see we're promoting the ostrich sector here. South Africa has got a big ostrich industry. We provided feathers for Lady Gaga's performance at the Olympic Games. We've now got ostrich leather. I was able to give the Chinese ambassador some ostrich steak the other evening at my house. So we're able to ensure that we're promoting South African agricultural goods, and that's also why we're wearing green. It's the colour of agriculture.
I love it. G20,
yes.
The involvement, fashion, let's talk.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I think we should have an F20 here, Fashion 20 as well. See, we've got a P20, and I think we should be challenging those in their countries to move towards more local content, but also more sustainability around reusing and recycling, and the importance of that in terms of the bioeconomy in the world. And I think that's a very good message to send out.
I agree. I don't think we talk enough about the fact that also, fashion consumes literally, we're the second biggest consumers of water, right? And also we've been talking a lot about recycling and sustainability. I think that I am going to hold you to task, and I'm going to challenge you and our team to be able to come and have a conversation with you about wearing local, number one.
Wearing local.
Wearing local.
Very much about sustainability. I work with non-profits that work about sustainability. And thrifting. Yeah. I'm a big thrifter. We are big thrifters.
I think we're running a whole business here. We're running a whole business. I've always been in the agriculture space. I'm joining the family business, and we're going to be working with women and non-profit organizations to ensure that we solve the issues around unemployment in the country and allow us to let fashion rule
the way.
As it must. Cool. Enjoy tonight. You guys look absolutely stunning. Thank you so much. Hello! Hi! I have to take both of you. You guys look absolutely stunning. I'm going to start there. Quick introduction here. Tell me about your outfit, who made it, and the inspiration.
So the dress is from 𝗿𝗏 Couture. It's a South African brand. And the shirt I bought from my shop.
How important is it wearing local?
It's very important. We need to support local artists, because that's where they will get the most, people will see them so that they can go abroad. That's essentially what we want other people to see their work.
Absolutely stunning.
I am wearing 𝘹𝗿𝗶𝗴, a local designer, young, brilliant woman who took me back home. I am 𝘄𝗲𝗿, and she decided to make me this amazing garments. And as she said, supporting locals is absolutely critical. Also, there's so much talent in our country, and we don't have to lower our standards just to support local. Just simply going to a local designer, they can make you something stunning.
Education and fashion?
Education and fashion, well, one of the things that we're doing in the sector is to make sure that we are diversifying the curriculum. So we're not boxing children to just saying that, oh, well, you know, this is what you need to do. We want the curriculum to also be inspiring to kids who may be skills orientated, who may want to go into fashion designing, who may want to acquire skills like a beauty industry. And so that's one of the things that we're doing in our schools of skills. And I think it's going to be good because not every learner is the same.
Yeah, and I think you guys have got a beautiful opportunity as education to be able to kind of push those conversations. We're talking about like a huge increase of matriculants, even if it's not just at basic education, just across. As a young person, as a young leader in the education space, what can we do to, you know, kind of bridge the gap between higher education, basic education, TVET colleges, and skills development?
Look, I mean, I think you've really hit the nail on the head because there has to be synergy. If we're going to make sure that young people are getting into work, which is ultimately the goal, then we need to make sure that basic education is speaking to higher education, that there are clear pathways to TVET colleges, but also that we are partnering with industry to make sure that industries are ready to receive our learners. So there are great opportunities here. We just need to harness them, and not everything requires money. Sometimes it just requires willpower, the political will to do it, and also creativity.
I am going to hold you accountable, and I'm going to expect a program out of your departments, and I'm going to ensure that you do that collaboration. Remember, we are now GNUing, and then we are now collaborative. Today we spoke about like the diversity in culture. So I'm going to hold you accountable, and we're going to do programs around education and fashion.
Absolutely.
You guys look absolutely stunning.
Thank
Enjoy
you so
tonight.
Much. Thank you so much.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Tag them, yeah? That beautiful skirt, tag them with collaborations, basic education, higher education, TVET colleges. People looking absolutely stunning. Can I just throw back to the studio quickly so you guys can discuss a couple of these looks, and then I'll probably, if I can, sneak in one more interview before I say goodbye.
Tami may be doing the most there on the red carpet, and we have our work cut out, right? A lot of homework, a lot of people that were on the red carpet. Let's talk about that black dress, the black and gold
with
dress.
the flower.
Yes,
the
black
with
the beads. And
okay,
it was so I like the bust.
Just under accessorized, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
no earrings, no neck piece, beautiful dress, beautiful fit.
Out of 10?
An 8. It was a beautiful dress. It was just a little earrings and accessories that were needed. I thought it was beautiful.
No, I think the dress spoke for itself.
Okay.
Especially since the beads were detailing, were creating the detailing. I don't think she necessarily needed accessories because the beadwork was speaking.
Okay.
I think she forgot them in the
loud,
car.
you know.
I mean, I fully agree with you. The dress was stunning. I like the details and that it was sophisticated and just clean. And
out of 10?
We'll still give it a 7.
Okay. So
9.
Leonie, out of 10? 8. Oh, okay. Now let's talk about the Deputy Minister of Women, Youth and Persons with Disability. That is Steve Litsike. She was talking about the shirts that they always make locally for them. What did you think?
I mean, it's very nice to see that there's people that are in high power that actually take
initiative.
The industry, they take it seriously and they make an effort to be, growing the designers and supporting the designers. I mean, these are the same designers that are creating jobs.
Yes.
And if they're not going to buy from us as designers, how are we going to create jobs?
And out of 10, Stella, how much would you give them?
No, I'll give him a 10. Mainly because of what he said, the support and he buys a lot of shares from the designer.
Righty. Let's talk more about the black dress with the white roses. Right. Leonie, what were your thoughts?
I thought the roses the flowering was a bit overpowering. I actually didn't quite like it. But I loved that it was local. Loved his work. Not convinced with this one though.
And out of 10?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's not make sure.
Let's not make sure.
Okay. Palesa?
I thought it was a lovely dress for an award ceremony, not necessarily for this occasion, but a beautiful dress, a beautiful lady, And I love the message. I can't remember what she was saying. It was a couple of people ago.
Yes.
But 10 out of 10 for an award ceremony. For this one, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. And then the Tonga inspired attire.
The Tonga inspired attire.
Yes. What did you think?
I thought I enjoyed the effort.
Perfect.
Really enjoyed that. 𝗿𝗲 gets a 10 out of 10. The rest I will let my designers do.
I like the play of the different fabrics.
Okay.
I mean, there was a play of about 4 different fabrics. There was the Tonga fabric, it was the lace, I mean, there was a lining there, and I like the fact that the person that made the dress also understands the bust. Because the lady's got a bit of a bigger bust, and I like the fact that they made the right cup size. You see a whole lot of dresses, like the black and white that you're talking about.
Yes.
It wasn't sitting right on the bust. It was almost like it's falling off on the shoulders. The flowers at the bottom were a bit of a mixed match. So for me, I would go for the blue dress more than the black and white dress.
All right. And out of 10?
I think I'll give it a 10.
Oh.
Is that a 10?
Wow.
I've got my reasons for...
Some of the processions there. Wow. And guests are still arriving. Let's talk about Minister 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶. Sinlo, what were your thoughts?
I couldn't really hear him, but I think the outfit was cute.
Okay.
But as Balisa said, I think you could have pushed more to accessorize it, give it like an African bead, something.
Only to stand in there handing
like a
over.
brooch.
Yeah, like a little beaded, just a touch of Africa.
Yeah.
Okay. And out of 10?
I mean, I think I'll give him 10 out of 10 for what he said.
Okay.
I like the fact that again he's pro South Africa.
Okay.
Can we work on improving?
We'll exchange. I'll give you my Spelani. And then you.
The problem is the color.
The problem is the color. I mean, we're talking color. We're talking color. Your colors.
But I don't come okay with an orange color. I'm a pink and a yellow girl.
She's a pink and a yellow girl. I know you guys in the studio are talking about trends and everything else that is all colors. Mam Nomvula looks absolutely, I can pick up, yes. This is the accreditation. Not that she needs one, but yes. She's looking absolutely stunning. Thank you for joining us on the carpet. And please continue to push the message of buying local and supporting local at SONA. Stick to it. We're going to discuss your look now there in studios. Guys, you heard her. She says we must speak. Can you believe that we've seen so many beautiful garments here at literally at the State of the Nation Address 2025? And we're about to end our live crossing here at the Parliament. And before we end our live, we just wanted to grab the portfolio chair, person of communications, Ms. 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶 Diko, to talk to us about the importance of communicating fashion. We're at Parliament. Third installation.
Yes, and you're looking absolutely fabulous as always.
You're looking fabulous. Who are you dressed by?
I'm dressed by 𝗹cie𝗰𝗹. The State of the Nation is very, very important, but I think more than anything, just in terms of the economic buzz that it brings, local designers are out here doing amazing things, and we have to help them and support them, not only during the State of the Nation, but generally. It's an everyday thing, looking hot, eh?
How are you going to ensure that in your world of communication and all these platforms that we have, we are able to spread that message, number one? How are we going to influence that big message also as part of the plans that we have for our G20 with some of the friends that we have within the summit? What role can comms really play?
It can play a lot, hey? I mean, at the end of the day, when you talk about communications, you're really talking at the center, the heartbeat of everything. So as we roll out G20, Government Communication Information Systems, which is one of the departments that I oversee, they're going to have to ensure that the message of South Africa is not just, towers, infrastructure, but it is our fashion, our tourism, the things that make us uniquely South African. So we'll be pushing that a lot. We want everybody to participate in this G20. You go anywhere in the world, you will see a person from South Africa, a person from Africa, really by, our fashion, and those are exports that we're really proud of.
We're talking detail of your outfit. Can we turn around and look at it? What inspired it?
you know that at heart I am a girl, a princess from the Eastern Cape, 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗴 proudly, Ndlunkulu kwaBhaca. So obviously my dress has got elements of umbhaco, but I wanted to jazz it up a little bit, you know, so bringing together that African umbhaco, giving a nod to it, but then the glam, because after all, it is the SONA.
Oh, no?
You do want to try.
Okay.
And then we went really trying to find a waist, right? And tried
looking snatched.
No, but thank you so much, Tabby. And
thank you guys for your commitment to literally communicating the importance of us buying local. It's really great and incredible to see the diversity that we were able to present and to showcase here on the carpet. Thank you for joining us. I'm looking forward to hearing what's going to be said tonight. You look gorgeous, but I'm also looking forward to hearing what the people in studio are going to be saying about your outfit.
Thank you, darling.
Go enjoy it. That was the portfolio chair of communications in Parliament, Ms. 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶. We have had literally an amazing time. Guys, I can't talk to you guys. I can't stress enough how important it is for us to be able to just like buy local, to support local all the time. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about their commitments to how they're going to use innovation, and for us to be able to push the message of supporting our local people. Guys, it's been an incredible one. I've enjoyed this one. We did it again. We'll keep doing it. And we're going to be like policing you. We're going to be holding you accountable. We're going to be checking if you're wearing local. If I didn't get to speak to you, please continue to take pictures, post them, and hashtag SONA 2025. And also wear local at SONA. Hashtag wear local at SONA. Tag us at Proudly South Africa and ensure that you plug all your designers who are there. This has been an incredible edition of Proudly South African SONA presentation. I'm going back to the studio to our local fashion police experts, and I'm out. It's been great.
The fabulous Tammy on the red carpet here at hashtag SONA 2025. Just two looks, very briefly because we have to wrap it up. Balisa, Ms. 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗴.
I thought the look was progressive. I thought her message was progressive. I thought she was trendy. I thought it fit well. There's a woman who's a leader in style and in grace, in style and grace.
Silla?
Good take on masculinity meets femininity.
Okay.
I like the tie. I like the quality of the shirt, the fabric.
Yes.
Yeah, she looks stunning.
Yeah. A rating out of 10, Utsile?
I'll give it a 10.
Yeah, she's a 10.
She made an effort, and I like the fact that they also balanced fit versus volume. How they've got codettes at the bottom, they've got a bit of volume at the bottom, and everything else is well shaped. I like the contrast of the matte against the shine.
Yes.
It's not overwhelming.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not overwhelming, it's just the right amount of shine and the right amount of matte.
Matte, yeah.
Sophisticated, it's beautiful. Oh, another thing, the tie.
Yes.
How the tie was cut with a bit of beading.
And of course, let's take a look.
And right there, that is the former president, 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗴, and his spouse arriving. And these are some of the VIPs that have been invited to attend the State of the Nation address. Of course, this is the first of the 7th administration, and especially under the GNU. And of course, we're looking forward to what the president is about to deliver in terms of his strategy for the year ahead. Of course, some of you have been following us and engaging in the conversation, telling us what your expectations are in terms of the SONA for tonight.
The last look that we're going to look at, Ms. 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶. Leonie. Sorry, Ms. 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶. She was the one, the last person that Tammy had on the red carpet.
No one mattered after 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶.
Oh,
that was the look of SONA. It was sublime. It was gorgeous. It was effortless.
So if there were awards here, you think she'd take it?
Absolutely, hands down.
She's our winner.
Easily.
Yeah, hands
I
down.
hope DSG is watching.
I cannot ask anyone before or after that.
Is
It's
it?
𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶.
Utsile, do you agree?
She's a winner for today.
Oh, is that?
She gets a 12 out of 10.
Yeah, Balisa, you agree?
100%. You can see she had a lot to do with how it turned out.
So, final comment, DSG, Ms. 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗶.
She's a winner today.
She's the winner today.
I didn't know we were looking for a winner, but if we
4
were,
plus 4, she 8.
Let's wrap it up. DSG, I hope you are watching here. And our local fashion police say that you are the winner for the hashtag SONA 2025. I guess we call it best dressed for hashtag SONA 2025. Of course, you're still tuned into Parliament TV right here on channel 408 on DSTV. Of course, you can talk to us on all social media platforms by following, subscribing and liking at Parliament of RSA. Tell us what your expectations are. We are anticipating the State of the Nation address that President Cyril Ramaphosa will deliver tonight at 7 p.m. We are just almost 2 hours away. The VIPs are arriving and processions are about to take place. Of course, this includes the famous 21-gun salute to the President. You're still watching Parliament TV. This is my local fashion police. We have 𝘹cie𝗰𝗹, we have Silla from Scala, we have 𝘄𝗲𝗿𝗿, and we have Leonie. Thank you so much for joining me, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And that is it from us. Cheers.
There's the hogger of the there's the hogger of the mic. Ooh la la!
Watches our talent in fascination, a place where Nobel Prize winners have inspired a new generation of winners who are leaving their mark on global stages. We invite you to a place that celebrates diversity, culture and heritage, the only country in the world that is as colorful as the rainbow, where humanity is expressed through our blend of 11 official languages. Headquarters to top South African and international investment banks, financial and legal consultants. Come set foot in the richest square mile in Africa and host your business events at one of the largest convention centers on the continent. Growth is everywhere. South Africa is rich in mineral resources and manufacturing expertise. We embrace global innovation and technological trends. With an array of world-class infrastructure, everyone is invited to do business. Visit, explore, and live in our beautiful country. We're one of the world's preferred travel destinations.